2022 meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with Chapter 1 of the laws of 2022, this meeting is being held remotely via video conference. However, the next meeting on March 23rd, 2022 is expected to be held in person in the town boardroom located on the second floor of Town Hall. That meeting will begin at 7 o'clock. For updates and new information regarding all future meetings, we do still ask that the public continually check the town's website. As a reminder, applicants, agents, and members of the public who speak at this meeting should state their name and address for the record. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's meeting portal. If you do not wish to speak at the meeting, but you would like to submit comments for the public record, the link to submit comments can also be found on the town's website. Please join together in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice
for all. Well, did you know that the last word of the Pledge of Allegiance was a clue for the crossword puzzle in the Times today?
No.
It's not particularly related to the Conservation Board, but it might be of interest. What is your pleasure on the minutes of February 23rd, 2022?
Motion to accept as written and or amended.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
I will abstain.
Public hearings, A 021026, Thomas Conti, and applicant request adjournment until April 27th, 2022. Is there anyone, Charlie, in the audience?
No one.
Is there a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
Aye.
A 021035, Eugenio Presta, and the applicant requested adjournment to April 27th. Charlie, is there anyone in the audience with their hand up?
There's no one in the audience. Motion to adjourn until April 27th. I'm sorry, yeah, April 27th, 2022.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
Aye.
Tom? Jerry?
Aye.
Sunshine?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
CB 20013 MIR Noyak Realty LLC. That was misnoticed. We don't have authority to take any action on that, but we will be rescheduling later in the agenda. Advisory reports for the Planning Board, 74 Priscilla Avenue.
Teresa Mason from the Environment Division. The property is known as 74 Priscilla Avenue in Flanders. The applicant is seeking to create 2 residential lots which do not conform to the minimum zoning lot area for the district. The parcels are to be located in the Peconic River watershed and Reeves Bay watershed. Although they're not in jurisdiction of town regulated wetlands, they are within the town's high priority water quality improvement zone. The plan for high-density residential planning for high-density residential neighborhoods in Flanders should support the objectives of the town's designation of the region as a high-priority water quality improvement district by reducing impairments that create excessive nutrient loading into the watersheds through IA installation and approval of subdivisions that are compliant to the zoning districts. Approval of subdivisions that are smaller and do not conform to the minimum lot area as this proposed subdivision does, is counter to these objectives. The waters in the Peconic River and Reeves Bay have declined to the point where the DEC has designated these waters as permanently closed to shellfishing, and has also included them on their 303D impaired water body list, which requires that the federal government and the state prepare a total maximum daily load plan, particularly for nitrogen, to reduce nitrogen impairment within the Peconic River. A 2017 Peconic River TMDL, total nitrogen to total maximum daily load plan, was prepared and specifically called for proposed implementation of initiatives for new development, including revised zoning to reduce density developments. The approval of the subdivision, which creates parcels that do not conform to the minimum lot area, runs counter to the TMDL. Additionally, the proposal's incompatibility with federal mandated TMDL plan requirements. The proposal also conflicts with the town's efforts to improve water quality in the area. Specifically, the town has invested a large amount of money in the design and construction of a permeable reactive barrier at Iron Point Park, which is immediately north of this property. The lot area for requirement for this particular area is 15,000 square feet. They are proposing to create two 10,000 square feet lots. And a similar proposal was denied by the zoning board in 1968. Moreover, if approved, the subdivision would require side yard setbacks because they would not be able to create building envelopes that conform to the minimum requirements. A conforming building envelope would only be 15 foot wide. In light of the need for significant variances, some of which have been previously denied, as well as the incompatibility with the federally mandated TMDL and town restoration efforts, the project should be opposed by the Conservation Board.
Motion to send those comments to the planning board.
second,
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine,
aye,
Gasper and De Vera Teresi.
Again, Teresa Mason from the Environment Division. The parcels are located at 74 Wakeman Road and 91 Fanning Avenue in Hampton Bays. The applicant is seeking to modify the lot lines and subdivide two existing parcels into three existing parcels, which do conform to the required lot area sizes. The parcels would be located within the town's high priority water quality improvement district, and the subdivisions do note IAs are proposed. The easterly portion of the parcel, known as 91 Fanning Avenue, takes in highly valued forest lands whose loss would be best minimized by requiring conservation easements extending at least 35 feet west of the easterly lot line of proposed lot 3, and requiring that the proposed lot be shifted, proposed dwelling be shifted by about 10 feet, with the provision for a 20-foot side yard setback on the westerly lot line. Any discarded debris or litter within those woodlands should be removed by hand.
Is there a motion?
Motion to send those comments to the planning board.
second,
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine,
aye,
and for the ZBA, Kim R. Lester.
Teresa Mason again from the Environment Division. The parcel is located at 17 Allenson Lane in Hampton Bays. And the applicant is seeking a variance for the number of allowed uses at on the parcel, which fronts on Foster's Creek and contains town and state regulated wetlands. The establishment of dry boat storage, which is what the proposed use would, secondary use would be, would require both site plan and wetland permitting approval from the planning board. The wetland boundary, which was flagged in 2012, is no longer, and is shown on the current survey, is no longer representative of the current site conditions. and it needs to be updated by filing through of a wetland boundary flagging application. The Environment Division did a March 9th, 2022 inspection, and it was determined that the applicant is mowing the entirety of the wetlands and is maintaining that area as lawn. As a consequence, we've asked for the code enforcement to issue a notice of violation for mowing and disturbance of those wetlands. But notwithstanding the need for wetlands permits, the notice of violation, site plan approval, no determination has been made with respect to the requested variance.
Motion to send those comments to the ZBA.
Second,
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
Aye.
Tom, Jeff, or Jerry,
aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine,
Aye.
Joseph and Maria Ricciardi.
Teresa Mason again from the Environment Division. The parcel is located at 20 Bay Avenue in Noyak. The parcel is adjacent to town regulated and state regulated tidal wetlands associated with Noyak Bay and the Greater Peconic Estuary, both of which have been designated as part of one of 28 national estuaries of estuaries of national significance. In 2021, the chief environmental analyst issued an administrative wetlands permit for the to legalize the construction of second-story garage addition, outdoor shower, expanded deck, and arbor. The permit was conditioned upon submission of revised surveys, which have not yet been received. The survey prepared by Frank Galuzzo, dated last revised December 17th, 2021, submitted to the Zoning Board of Appeals, is generally consistent with the approved administrative wetlands permit, but again, the survey has not yet been approved. Notwithstanding the conditional administrative wetlands permit, no determination has been made with respect to the requested variances.
Motion to send those comments to the ZBA.
Second,
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. And decision on A 021034 and the applicant requests an adjournment to March 23rd, 2022.
Motion to postpone to March 23rd, 2022.
Second.
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
Resolution of conditional approval.
I apologize. I realized I didn't put the actual admin permit notices in the packet. I put the actual permits. So you have to scroll through a couple of pages of conditional permits rather than the actual notices, which are just generally a page. I apologize for that. So your packet's larger than it should be. Apologies.
Okay, I'm actually finding different names on these permits.
Regarding the resolution of conditional approval, the first item, you don't actually have a resolution before you because the applicant is requesting a postponement of the decision.
Okay,
So that's A021066 Bahar. You just need to
Okay.
vote on
I'm
the
just had
requested
to catch up. Okay, so A 021066 applicant requests Nisim Bahar and Jamie Bahar. The applicant requests postponement to May 11th, 2022. Is there a motion to postpone till May 11th?
So moved.
Second,
All in favor, Harry, I, Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A021029, Alex and Megan Nikonovitz. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Alex Nikonovitz and Megan Nikonovitz for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor, Harry, aye. Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A021101, Scott and Sarah Jacobs. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Harry,
Yes.
you have to adopt a seeker as well as part of the, you have to move to adopt a seeker as part of the overall approval. Because this is an unlisted action, because it's shoreline restoration, you have to adopt the seeker, make a findings that it's a negative declaration as per the draft EAF part 2 and 3, which you reviewed this afternoon. And then you have to adopt the resolution, but you have to make that finding first.
And the requisite language has been included in the one resolution.
Okay.
So you're acting to accept the seeker documents, to adopt a negative declaration pursuant to seeker, and to issue the conditional approval.
It's page 60 of the packet is where that language lies.
Yes, just reading that over now. Yes, and that's, I'll just read that for the board's benefit. The Conservation Board finds the revised project plan is unlikely to have any significant adverse environmental impacts. And the board adopts a determination of non-significance or a negative declaration. And then it goes on to direct the me to sign the EAFs part 2 and 3. And then we go on for the rest of the pertinent application. So yes, so we can, that's all in this. So if we make a motion to approve this resolution, we're also approving those other items. So any discussion, any further discussion?
So moved.
Moved, and is there a second?
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to Scott Jacobs and Sarah Jacobs for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor, Harry, aye. Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
A021107, George Rothman. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Second.
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to George Rothman for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor, Harry, aye. Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine.
Aye.
Preliminary review of secret determination A021076, Nicholas and Penelope Christopher, and the applicant postponement till March 23rd, 2022. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, Harry, aye. Ann,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Jerry,
Aye.
George,
Aye.
Sunshine. A021088, Anthony Guerra and Lisa Guerra.
Good evening again, Marty Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. This application relates to an existing residentially developed property located at Scuttle Hole Road in the hamlet of Watermill. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 3rd, 2022. The application has been made in order to gain approval to construct a living area addition to the existing residence. to construct a pool house, to upgrade the sanitary system, installing an IAOWTS, to reconfigure the existing gravel drive in order to enhance access to the residents, as well as to undertake utility connections and improvements. As indicated on the survey, the existing gravel drive runs through an extensive red maple swamp system. Because of the constraints of the property, there is an inability for the applicant to meet the required wetland construction and buffer setbacks. At the same time, I think the plan is reasonable for the property. What I have asked the applicant to do is to offset the impacts of the project by providing an average overall buffer equal to 75 feet, which is the required minimum as per code. That would include a buffer that's maximized at 50 feet where the residence is, and then the buffer would be expanded to 100 feet on the opposite side of the interior freshwater wetlands. That portion of the property is wooded. The immediate perimeter of the freshwater wetlands is naturally vegetated adjacent to the wetlands as well. However, there will be a need for some native planting in that area. This is an application for which we have sufficient information, make a determination. As such, recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
George?
Aye.
Sunshine? A021106 VB Slice of Paradise LLC.
This application relates to a small lot on Town Point Road with frontage on Harbor. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 3, 2022. The landowner had been cited by code enforcement as they had commenced reconstruction of a second-story screen porch and deck area. And they had previously obtained a conservation board permit, which authorized other work at the property. However, that permit was never closed out. So there is a need to reauthorize activities that had been previously approved, including various repairs to the residence and accessory improvements in response to Superstorm Sandy. The property benefits from an existing covenanted wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer. I had looked at the option of expanding that buffer to take in a small area of land on the south side of the deck, but doing so would likely be problematic when a septic upgrade is needed at the property. There is, however, a framed shower in that area that was framed around an existing large eastern red cedar tree. The applicant has agreed in response to my request to remove that framed shower. I've also asked that the applicant not convert that area to lawn or ornamental landscape. I've indicated that that would be imposed as a condition on the requisite wetland permit. The applicant has agreed to those remedial measures. As such, I'm recommending that the requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing?
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom? Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
aye,
A022001, Thomas Crowley and Julia Crowley.
This application relates to vacant forested land in the Hamlet East Quad. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 3, 2022. The report provides history of prior approvals and indicates that the Conservation Board had previously approved a permit for construction of a single-family residence and various accessory improvements at the property, conditioned upon establishment of a covenanted naturally vegetated wetland buffer at the site. The requisite covenant was recorded with the county clerk. That approval had expired. The property got sold, and the new owners seeking approval for a modified redevelopment plan, which is generally consistent with the prior approved plan. There's no need to expand upon the existing covenanted buffer, as it yet provides sufficient mitigation for the impacts associated with this project. So this is an application for which we have sufficient information to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive public hearing?
Second?
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom? Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine? Sunshine? I guess she's there. I didn't hear her. We'll go on. A022009, John Foley.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property in Shinnecock Shores. The waterfront is bulkheaded. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated March 2nd, 2022. This property has some history in that the board had issued a wetlands permit some years ago in order to allow for repairs to hurricane damaged structures. This is a property that suffered damage both during Hurricane Irene and Superstorm Sandy. The board had allowed for reconstruction of the deck using untreated wood, within the same footprint. The board had also allowed for necessary repairs to the existing swimming pool. That permit was conditioned upon establishment of a covenanted naturally vegetated buffer along the waterfront. The requisite covenant was recorded, and the buffer has since been planted out with beach grass. When a certificate of wetland compliance application was filed, I found upon meeting with the landowner at the property that some additional work was done that was not authorized as per the original permit. That original permit has since expired. So the landowner and the property has since been transferred, and the new landowner had to file this application in order to reauthorize those improvements that were previously approved by this board, as well as to legalize some additional hardscape, inclusive of some block patio along the northerly portion of the property, landward of the required buffer. The applicant had also reconfigured the deck stairs and had installed a raised platform for the AC units. So there is no aspect of this application that's going to result in additional adverse wetland impacts. So the existing buffer is sufficient as mitigation. We do have sufficient information in order to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to Chapter 325, Section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
Aye. Sorry, I got disconnected before.
Okay, resolution to reschedule public hearing, CB 20013, MIR Noyak Realty LLC. Teresa, do I have that resolution in my packet?
No, I'm sorry. Let me look it up. Let me pull it up for you. Hold on one second.
That's okay, we don't need it. We can just approve it as a reschedule.
Okay.
Unless you're-
Motion to reschedule the public hearing for MIR Noyak Realty LLC.
And we're going to reschedule it for, there should be a date on the agenda. Does somebody have that in front of them?
I believe it's April 27th.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second?
second,
Resolve that the board reschedules a public hearing for MIR Noyak Realty LLC number CB 20013 for April 27th, 2022. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine? And resolution to issue modification, CB 19011, Elias and Helen Wexler.
This is a property in West Hampton that has frontage on tidal wetlands. The shoreline is bulkheaded. It's also marked by an existing boat basin. The board had issued a permit to allow for residential redevelopment of this site. When the applicant sought to close out the permit and we did a compliance inspection, we found that some changes had been made to the authorized construction that necessitated obtaining a modified wetlands permit. Initially, the buffer also was not satisfactorily revegetated. That buffer zone has since been brought into compliance. There were also some grade modifications that were made, mostly outside of this board's wetland permitting jurisdiction. But they yet need to be legalized as well. So the changes that were made in construction are really not significant. The buffer is yet sufficient to mitigate the impacts of the construction. So this is a resolution to approve the necessary modified permit in order to allow the landowner to close out the permit and file again for a certificate of wetland compliance.
Motion to issue the modification.
second,
Resolved that a wetland permit modification be issued to Elias Wexler and Helen Wexler for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
Aye.
And that concludes the meeting. Please note that next time the plan is to meet at Town Hall. The elevator is fixed. The COVID risk seems to be being reduced. And we should be getting back to our normal time at the table. It'll be March 23rd and our regular time is 7 o'clock. If there's any changes, that will be posted on the website and also through emails to the members. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
second,
All in favor? Harry, aye. Ann?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
George?
Aye.
Sunshine?
aye.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
good night. Good night.
Aye.
Thank you, Charlie.
My pleasure.